So we need to make sure we're screening. It takes 7 years. We need to reform that process. 7 years for a citizen of the United States to go through the proper. If you're in the military, you become fast-tracked. But as far as the border goes, we need to make sure they're screened. We need to monitor, put the walls up. This is America. It's a national security issue.
Well, what about the people here now? What are you going to do about them, Larry?
Well, I got to tell you right now, as far as the people are doing right here, if any other candidate's going to tell you they're going to walk into their rooms and grab them out of their beds and throw them out, we created this problem. And we can't just all of a sudden say that we're going to have a litmus test. But as far as the people here that need to be registered, so if they had a census, which folks went around and did that, employers are not legally supposed to hire in the state of Georgia those who are illegal. They need to be registered. If they're 18 to 25 years of age, male, they need to be registered for the draft. We need to know who they are and where they are. And if they're felons, I want them gone. I want them out of our prisons.
Well,
but restitution.
I have another question. I'm sorry.
I got one.
John, hold on,
sir.
Hold on. John's been waiting.
Yes, about Obamacare, Jack Kingston explained he wants to peck on it like a chicken. Why can't we stamp on it like an elephant?
And as an elephant, I won't forget that. Elephants, Republicans don't forget. That's a yes. And I think, I don't have enough time to go into the Obamacare, but if you take the time to read what I wrote in the digest, how I feel about Obamacare, and how we can defund it and repeal it, I think you'll be pleased. And again, as a non-politician, I expect politicians to be able to write something. I've done that for you, so I invite you to go to the digest that our county chairman is one of the few in the state of Georgia that's allowed us to articulate actual things. And so when I get to office, I'm going to take that one on, but I'm going to talk about what I can do for you, what you're telling me you need. I haven't stopped listening. So, Affordable Care Act, it's not over. Appreciate it, John. Yes, sir.
Last question.
Kirk Wooster,
Yes, sir.
Air Precinct. What can we do to stop the automatic citizenship of people born in this country just because they come in with illegals and are born here and they're automatically a citizen?
Yeah.
You know, we need to stop that.
Yeah. It's been tried, we've had in the 1800s where U.S. senators have said that natural born, because this hasn't been tried in the courts, we all know that natural born meant you had to have one of the parents who was an American citizen, and then the child was born in the United States. And then we have that murky about being in here 14 years, consistency, and the child's born and so forth. I believe this. We've been massaged and incremental, and I'm going to be very blunt with you. This is just a perspective. If there is, we do know with Obama there's a trend, and we do know that there's some things being implemented. Be very careful what we just went through with this president, and now we have talk about, well, if you're born in Canada by an American mother, then you can run for president in the United States. You know where I'm going with this. And the answer is, now do they have the conservatives by the back of the hair saying, we're going to give you somebody? I'm not violating the Constitution. Now what I just said, that's no risk. That's the truth. If you're born in another country and you want to serve up to a senator or so forth, or 25 years of age, run for Congress, you do that, or run for President of the United States, the answer is, you're born here in America, physically, and one of your parents. Now this again, it's not a law, but naturalized. So does anybody here want Putin and his wife Nastasha to come to the United States, birth a child in New York City, and run for president in 25 years? No. Actually, 35 years. Huh?
No.
How many want that? Well, think about it, folks. It's common sense. It's not a bunch of going back and forth. The answer is child, mother, father. And we saw this with Romney. Mr. Romney's father was born in Mexico, and they have a family in Mexico. And he was not eligible to run for president because of that. So it's a great question, and I hope I answered it thoroughly within that short soundbite.
I have one more.
Yes, sir.
How about a law that says that the mother and father's name of a newborn baby shall be on the birth certificate, and they alone are responsible for the upbringing of that child?
With all laws, there's a proposal. There's 435 persons that are in the House of Representatives, and of course we know the bicameral government U.S. Senate. And that can easily be proposed. I don't see any conflict with that. And I'm not here to judge them in the Supreme Court, but we all know what the heck do they know. I'm not opposed to that such a law, because anytime you make laws, it's supposed to do what, ladies and gentlemen? Most of the time, it's prevent what somebody else sense of responsibility didn't take care of. A stopgap. Sometimes we just we don't have the foresight. Mrozinski does. I can see things before they come, and I'm going to fix those things. But this one right here is a great suggestion. I believe that's actually worthy, and I would encourage you, when I become elected in November 2014, I encourage you in front of everyone here to support you and come and sit down. We will have forums. We will have roundtables on how to do these conundrums, but they're going to be citizen roundtables, not lobbyists and people that owe money to. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. Again, it has been a distinct honor and distinct pleasure. Have no fear. Your country's going to be taken back. You've got someone standing here who has the integrity and the character, and I don't even have a parking ticket. So I will tell you, I will disclose to you everywhere I've been. Those who do not deserve your vote. When you see Mrozinski, put a check mark in your mind next to it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, that's all it takes. Just vote your conscience, vote what you know is right in your heart, and ladies and gentlemen, I will be that person that'll bring back to your children, bring back to others the faith. And I will not let down seniors or the young people. I will be your champion. God bless you all.